The beloved TV series MacGyver, 1985 to 1992, not only captivated audiences with its clever plots and heroic feats, but also left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. Over its 7 seasons, the show featured numerous talented actors who brought the characters to life with their skillful performances. However, behind the scenes, many of these actors faced personal hardships and tragedies, their lives marked by unexpected accidents, heart-wrenching pain, and untimely deaths. As we remember MacGyver's enduring legacy, it's important to honor the contributions of the 23 actors from the show whose lives were touched by misfortune. From the emotional toll of private battles to tragic accidents that cut lives short, these actors were not just stars on screen but real people, whose struggles remind us of the fragility of life. This tribute seeks to reflect on their legacies and the lasting impact they had on television and beyond, offering a moment of remembrance for those who left us too soon. Richard Dean Anderson portrayed the iconic MacGyver in 1985 at the age of 35, crafting a character renowned for his intelligence, resourcefulness, and unwavering moral compass. MacGyver was more than just an action hero. He became celebrated for his sharp mind and ability to use everyday tools to navigate perilous situations. This role catapulted Anderson to become one of the most beloved faces in television. Born on January 23, 1950, in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Anderson continued his successful career with Stargate SG-1, though he gradually withdrew from the entertainment industry. Despite his fame, Anderson's personal life was fraught with challenges. His marriage ended in divorce, and his demanding work schedule strained his relationship with his daughter, Wiley, leading to emotional distance. In his later years, Anderson faced significant health issues, including heart complications, prompting him to step back from his career to focus on his well-being. Now 74 years old in 2025, Anderson leads a quiet life away from the public eye, prioritizing family and health over the pursuit of fame. Dana Elcar, born on October 10, 1927, was an actor best known for his portrayal of Pete Thornton in MacGyver, which he played in 1985 at the age of 58. Pete Thornton, MacGyver's loyal friend and mentor, was admired for his steadfast support and strong moral compass. Yet, Elcar's personal life was not without hardship. In the early 1990s, he was diagnosed with glaucoma, and following the conclusion of MacGyver, he lost his vision completely. Despite this, Elcar continued his acting career, undeterred by his physical struggles, showcasing remarkable perseverance. His personal life also endured turbulence, including a painful divorce and a challenging second marriage. As his health declined, Elcar passed away on June 6, 2005, at the age of 77 due to complications from pneumonia. His passing marked the loss of a resilient actor, leaving behind a legacy of determination and passion for the arts. Bruce McGill portrayed Jack Dalton, MacGyver's adventurous and loyal best friend, from 1986 at the age of 36. Jack Dalton was a bold and charming character who often found himself in tricky situations but always managed to escape with wit and resourcefulness. McGill brought depth and humor to the character, adding layers that made Dalton memorable. However, McGill's real-life story was marked by personal struggles. His first marriage ended in divorce, and his relationships with his children became strained, leaving a lasting emotional impact. Despite his success, McGill lived a life often marked by loneliness, dealing with emotional pain and loss. In his later years, he withdrew from the entertainment industry, opting for a quieter, more private existence. Now 74 years old in 2025, McGill continues to cope with the challenges of his past and their lingering effects on his personal relationships. John Anderson, born on October 13, 1922, was a renowned actor, best known for his portrayal of Harry Jackson, MacGyver's grandfather, in MacGyver in 1985 at the age of 63. Harry Jackson was a wise and loving figure, imparting life lessons and offering valuable insights into family values. However, Anderson's real life was marked by sorrow. The loss of his wife deeply affected him, and his personal relationships grew strained in the years that followed. Despite his success in acting, Anderson spent his later years in relative isolation. His health deteriorated, and on August 7, 1992, he passed away from a heart attack at the age of 69. His death marked the loss of a beloved actor, and his portrayal of Harry Jackson remains a significant part of the MacGyver legacy. Robert Donner, born on June 7, 1931, was known for his role as Milt Bozer in MacGyver in 1987 at the age of 56. Milt Bozer was an eccentric and humorous character, known for his silly inventions and antics. Despite his strong presence on screen, Donner's career faced several hurdles. Although he appeared in many films and TV shows, he never achieved the fame many expected. His personal life was filled with turmoil, including multiple failed marriages and the absence of children, which contributed to his deep sense of loneliness. Despite a moderately successful career, Donner's life was overshadowed by solitude and unfulfilled aspirations. He passed away on June 8, 2006, at the age of 75 from a heart attack, leaving behind a legacy marked by both comedic roles and personal struggles. Dale Wilson, born on January 30, 1950, was known for his role as Colin Yardrow, a cunning and ruthless villain in MacGyver in 1987 at the age of 37. Yardrow was a cold and manipulative character, contrasting sharply with MacGyver's heroism. However, Wilson's real-life career and personal life were full of challenges. He often felt overshadowed by other actors and struggled with strained relationships, leading to feelings of isolation. In his later years, Wilson battled prostate cancer and Parkinson's disease, which significantly affected his health. Despite these hardships, he continued to act and fought against the pain until his passing on January 6, 2025, at the age of 74. His death marked the end of a life filled with personal struggles and health challenges, but his perseverance left a lasting legacy. Dick Butkus, born on December 9, 1942, portrayed Earl Dent in MacGyver in 1990 at the age of 48. Earl Dent was a strong, no-nonsense character, mirroring Butkus's own persona of strength and determination. Off-screen, Butkus's life was equally intense but marked by personal struggles. His first marriage ended in divorce, and his second marriage was affected by infidelity, leading to emotional turmoil. Though celebrated as a football legend, Butkus's later years were overshadowed by health problems, including chronic heart issues. Nevertheless, he continued to endure these challenges with resilience. Dick Butkus passed away on October 5, 2023, at the age of 80 from natural causes, a reminder that even the strongest individuals face the passage of time. Anthony Holland, born on March 28, 1920, portrayed Ellard in MacGyver in 1987 at the age of 67. Ellard was a character known for his wisdom and steady presence in times of crisis, a reflection of Holland's own calm and introspective nature. Behind the scenes, however, Holland's life was filled with personal struggles. Despite a career spanning several decades, he often took on less prominent roles and lived a relatively private life. His personal life was tumultuous, marked by multiple marriages and divorces, and he had strained relationships with his children. In his later years, his health declined, and he lived a quiet, isolated life. Holland passed away on July 29, 2015, at the age of 95 from natural causes. His death was a quiet one, much like the life he led, leaving behind a legacy of underappreciated talent and personal sorrows that many may never fully understand. Gregory Sierra, born on January 25, 1937, portrayed Captain Diaz in MacGyver in 1985 at the age of 48. Captain Diaz was a stern, no-nonsense figure who often clashed with MacGyver's unconventional methods, yet respected his results. Although Sierra enjoyed a career with several notable roles, he never attained the level of fame he had hoped for, often feeling overshadowed by his early success. His personal life was also marked by turmoil, including several strained marriages and the emotional strain of his children caught in the middle. In his later years, Sierra was diagnosed with cancer, a battle he fought with the same strength and resilience he displayed on screen. Sadly, his health continued to decline, and he passed away on January 4, 2021, at the age of 83, marking the end of a promising career that was ultimately unfulfilled, along with a life shaped by personal upheavals. Herb Edelman, born on November 5, 1933, played Gorman in MacGyver in 1990, at the age of 57. Gorman was a tough, quick-witted character who brought a commanding presence to the screen. While Edelman found success in his role as Stan Zbornak in The Golden Girls, his personal life was far from smooth. He struggled with alcohol addiction and mental health issues throughout his life, which strained his relationships and led to 2 failed marriages. These internal battles made it difficult for him to maintain close connections with his children, and as his career advanced, his emotional struggles became more apparent. Despite his success in television, Edelman faced isolation and turmoil in his personal life. He passed away on July 21, 1996, at the age of 62 from emphysema, a consequence of years of substance abuse. His death marked the end of an impressive career, but also left a void in his personal life and in the world of entertainment. Tim Rossovich, born on March 14, 1946, played Mike Desmond in MacGyver in 1986 at the age of 40. Mike Desmond was a strong, determined character defined by both physical and mental toughness. However, Rossovich's off-screen life was marked by significant personal struggles. He enjoyed a successful career in the 1980s with roles in The Fall Guy and SHIPS, but his personal life was filled with challenges. A bitter divorce led to estrangement from his children, and as he grew older, he faced both physical and mental health issues. Despite his tough persona, Rossovich became increasingly withdrawn, unable to escape the darkness of his inner battles. He passed away on December 6, 2018, at the age of 72 from respiratory failure. His death marked the end of a life full of ups and downs, serving as a reminder that even the toughest individuals can be overwhelmed by personal pain. Joe Santos, born June 9, 1931, played Jimmy, the Eraser, Kendall in MacGyver in 1986 at the age of 55. Kendall was a smart, resourceful character who provided MacGyver with both challenges and solutions. Santos portrayed resilience and tenacity in the role, reflecting his realistic acting style. However, his personal life was far from smooth. Throughout his life, Santos faced several broken relationships, financial difficulties, and complications with his children, leading to increasing isolation as he aged. In his final years, Santos's health declined, and he passed away on March 18, 2016, at the age of 84 from a heart attack. His death marked the end of an impressive career but also highlighted a personal life marked by tragedy, leaving a deep impact on fans who admired his powerful roles. Richard Romanus, born February 8, 1943, played James Crow in MacGyver in 1985 at the age of 42. Crow was a scheming and cunning character involved in complex plots that challenged MacGyver's ingenuity. Romanus infused the role with a cold, calculated edge, showcasing Crow's strategic thinking and dark motivations. Off-screen, Romanus's life was also marked by highs and lows. He went through a divorce in 1980 and remarried costume designer Anthea Silbert in 1985. In 2004, they moved to Skiathos, Greece, where Romanus focused on writing. He passed away on December 23, 2023, in Volos, Greece, at the age of 80. His death marked the end of a life filled with artistic achievements and personal challenges. Lawrence Dobkin, born September 16, 1919, played Alexander Karsov in MacGyver in 1986 at the age of 67. Karsov was a mysterious, multi-dimensional character with an alluring yet dangerous presence, making him one of the series' most memorable villains. Dobkin brought subtlety to the role, demonstrating his exceptional ability to transform into various characters. Despite a career spanning decades with numerous roles in film, television, and voice work, Dobkin often felt confined to supporting roles, which left him less satisfied with his career. His personal life was also troubled, marked by multiple failed marriages and strained family relationships. In his later years, Dobkin faced serious health issues, including a stroke, which affected both his mobility and cognition. He passed away on October 28, 2002, at the age of 83 from natural causes, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances and a life marked by struggles between success and personal sorrow. Michael Constantine, born May 22, 1927, played Hungarian inspector Jan Mesic in MacGyver in 1985 at the age of 58. Mesic was a dedicated, practical investigator known for his sharp instincts and unwavering commitment to justice. Constantine's acting style mirrored the integrity and persistence of his character, always striving to bring depth to each role. Despite a long career, Constantine never received the widespread recognition his talent deserved. His personal life was filled with pain, including a bitter divorce and a strained relationship with his children. In his later years, Constantine lived in seclusion, burdened by loneliness and unresolved emotional wounds. He passed away on August 31, 2021, at the age of 94 from natural causes, leaving behind a quiet legacy in acting, marked by isolation and emotional scars. William Morgan Shepherd, born August 24, 1932, in London, England, played Dr. Zito in MacGyver in 1989 at the age of 57. Shepherd's chilling portrayal of Zito, a highly intelligent and devious villain, made the character one of the most memorable in the series. Despite his extensive career across television, film, and voice acting, Shepherd's personal life was filled with loss and grief. 2 failed marriages led to estrangement from his family, and the sudden death of his son left him devastated. This tragedy haunted him for the remainder of his life, even as he continued to contribute to his craft. In his later years, his health declined, and the emotional wounds from his past intensified his physical condition. Shepard passed away on January 6, 2019, at the age of 86 from natural causes, leaving behind a remarkable career but a life overshadowed by pain and loss that no role could overcome. Walter Gotell portrayed General Bernov in MacGyver in 1987 at the age of 63, embodying a steadfast, strategic, and authoritative military leader. His dignified presence made him a natural fit for roles of power and authority, particularly in military and official positions throughout his career. Born on March 15, 1924, in Bonn, Germany, Gotell had a distinguished career that spanned decades, most notably playing General Gogol in the James Bond films. However, despite his on-screen strength, Gotell's personal life was marked by turmoil. A failed marriage left emotional scars that never fully healed, and in his later years, he spent much of his time in solitude. Though he found professional success, the emotional pain he endured continued to haunt him. His final years were a difficult battle against cancer, which weakened both his body and mind. Gotell passed away on May 5, 1997, at the age of 73, after a prolonged struggle with the disease. His death not only ended a remarkable career, but also highlighted the tragic personal losses and ongoing internal struggles that defined his life. Robin Mosley portrayed Wilt in MacGyver in 1987 at the age of 32, bringing to life a quirky and lovable character who was always ready to support MacGyver and his friends. While Wilt was known for his humor and optimism, Mosley's real life was far from simple. His marriage ended in a painful divorce, and his relationship with his son became strained as he battled depression and financial challenges. His career, which once held promise, did not thrive as expected after MacGyver, leaving him feeling directionless. Despite efforts to reinvent himself, Mosley withdrew further into solitude, struggling with mental health issues and personal turmoil. As of 2025, Mosley, now 69, lives a quiet life away from the public eye, still grappling with emotional scars from his past and the unfulfilled dreams of his earlier years. Alyssa Davalos played Nikki Carpenter in MacGyver starting in 1987 at the age of 29, portraying a sharp, independent, and resourceful character. Nikki was a strong ally to MacGyver, assisting him with her intelligence and resourcefulness in perilous situations. However, beyond her on-screen persona, Davalos faced several personal challenges. She endured 2 failed marriages, the first to actor Jason Behr, and the second which also ended in divorce. Additionally, raising children in a turbulent environment added strain to her personal life. Despite early career success, Davalos was unable to achieve the milestone she had hoped for, and her struggle with depression affected both her professional and personal life. Now 67, Davalos has chosen to live a life of privacy, away from the public eye, and focuses on finding peace and maintaining her inner well-being. Terry Hatcher began her role as Penny Parker in MacGyver in 1986 at the age of 22, portraying a sweet but clumsy character with a cheerful and optimistic personality who always found a way to escape difficult situations. In contrast to her character's light-hearted nature, Hatcher's personal life was filled with complexity. She married actor John Tenney, with whom she shared a daughter, but their marriage ultimately ended in divorce. Hatcher has been open about her struggles with loneliness, emotional scars from failed relationships, and the bitterness that lingered from her divorce. Though she achieved widespread fame with Desperate Housewives, Hatcher's journey has been overshadowed by insecurity and self-doubt. Now 60, she has stepped back from the public spotlight, focusing on self-healing and caring for her family while reflecting on her emotional scars and seeking peace away from Hollywood scrutiny. Michael Des-Barres played Murdoch in MacGyver starting in 1987 at the age of 39, portraying a ruthless and twisted assassin relentlessly pursuing MacGyver with deadly schemes. While Murdoch was a complex antagonist, Des-Barres' own life was equally layered. His marriage to Pamela Des-Barres, a prominent social figure, was plagued by infidelity and emotional turmoil. Des-Barres navigated a career that swung between acting and music, but his struggles with addiction hindered his ability to find long-term stability. These personal issues deeply affected his life, and he has continued to grapple with emotional scars. Now 77, Des-Barres lives a quieter life, though remnants of his past continue to affect him both personally and professionally. He occasionally returns to performing, finding solace in music. Bruce Harwood played Willis in MacGyver in 1987 at the age of 24, portraying a dedicated technician at the Phoenix Foundation, integral to supporting MacGyver on dangerous missions with his technical expertise. Despite the importance of his role on the show, Harwood's personal life was fraught with difficulties. His marriage ended in a painful divorce, which left him emotionally scarred and distant from his children, adding to his isolation. While his acting career once showed promise, Harwood struggled to break free from the technician image and became disillusioned with the Hollywood industry. Financial pressures and personal failures led him to distance himself from the business. Now 61 in 2025, Harwood reflects on unrealized potential and the emotional cost of personal struggles that affected his career and life. Kai Wolf portrayed Hans Visser in MacGyver in 1986 at the age of 37, playing a cold-hearted villain who constantly tested MacGyver with his ruthless schemes. Wolf's personal life mirrored the darkness of his character. His marriage dissolved amid both personal and professional pressures, leading to a contentious divorce that left a lasting impact on his life. Struggling to escape the typecasting of villainous roles, Wolf's career faltered, and he found it difficult to find new opportunities. Alongside career setbacks, Wolf battled addiction, which further isolated him and strained his relationships. As his health deteriorated and his personal relationships fell apart, he spent much of his later years in solitude. By 2025, at 75, Wolf lives a quiet life, burdened by regret and the realization that many of his struggles could have been avoided had he made different choices. Which MacGyver actor do you remember most vividly or find the most impressive? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated with future videos.